As an executive coach and as a subject matter expert on leadership brand, I'm not into incremental change. I'm into seismic shifts in the way that you think about yourself and your ability to lead. And one of the things that I want to make clear is when I define leadership, I'm not talking about it from a title perspective. What I'm talking about it is simply from your ability to have impact and influence in every room. Now, too often what I hear is that how we show up is room dependent, right? And the more senior, the more scary the room is, the more likely we're not going to show up at our full force. So my goal for this is I want you to lead with so much greater clarity around what your amazing leadership looks like. And I want to take your intentionality and your accountability to a whole different level so that regardless of who's in the room, you're going to bring your full amazing to the table. There's a point in time when we become a leader where we actually need to flip what we lead with. And it's not to say that we don't need to be knowledgeable or technical anymore, but the assumption is we're going to be knowledgeable and technical based upon the level that we are. And what we need to do is we need to actually lead with our people skills. It's more around the way people respond to us. The more that we can really move people to action has to do so much with our connectedness and how they emotionally react to us. I work with a lot of employers, and one of the things that I consistently hear from people that are new hires, they don't have enough of the people skill side of it. They can do the work, but they need to really know how to navigate with people and make things happen through relationships. As a first poll, how many people came here to this session with the great intention to get a lot of value out of it? Raise your hand. Fantastic. All right, so second question. How many people came here today with the great intention to deliver a lot of value during this session? Raise your hand. One of the ways in which I see people not being strategic all the time is that we tend to come to the table only in receiving mode, that we expect to get a lot out of something, but we don't hold ourselves accountable for a value exchange. And the reality is, no matter where you go, there's an expectation that you're going to deliver value. As senior leaders, one of the things that I want you to appreciate, and this is the first step in that seismic shift, is there is an expectation that you're going to deliver value everywhere that you go. We need to hold ourselves accountable for a value exchange, even if it's about contributing energy to the room. Because as a senior leader, you're not invited to the table just to fill a seat. There's an expectation. So if you ever give yourself a free pass around, you know what, I'm just the observer, I've already done my part, the reality is that's not how the rest of the world looks at you. So how you come to the table and really think about, okay, what is relevance? What is differentiation in these moments? It's going to be critical to building out your plan. What I want you to appreciate of how much I'm challenging you when it comes to your plan to be amazing. It's not just, are people going to be willing to follow you if all things were equal? But would people be willing to follow you even if there was an extra cost? Quick recap, building an amazing brand of leadership. Okay, first of all, it's about always holding yourself accountable for a value exchange. Always, in every situation, challenge yourself. What is relevance? What is differentiation in this situation? It's about consistently serving those amazing Costco samples. It's about really being clear about your plan to be amazing. How do you want to be known? How do you want to be experienced? That postcard is for you to document and to revisit. And if it doesn't scream amazing now, work it to something that does. And also write down 3 actions that you plan to do to support that plan. The other thing is about getting people to stand in your line. It's about creating such distinctive experiences that even if there is an extra cost, it is worth it. It's also about demonstrating those really convincing target hands, and it's about personal accountability. You can walk out the door and do exactly what you've always done, but that's not why we're here. This is about that seismic shift.